Welcome to the Memory and History channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on more videos like this one.
Japanese Navy armored car with motorcycles behind it, circa 1930s. These military vehicles represented Japan's expanding armed forces during the interwar period. The combination provided rapid mobile firepower for naval infantry A cab driver on a Manchuria street in 1945 uses a car's back as a carriage. This improvised transportation demonstrates post-war resourcefulness and economic hardship. People adapted creatively to maintain livelihoods despite widespread vehicle shortages. Women's basketball team in uniforms photographed on glass negative in Kansas, 1912. Female athletes challenge gender norms participating in competitive sports. These pioneering women demonstrated athletic ability despite societal expectations limiting female physical activity and advancement. Italian cannoni de 75-46 anti-tank gun used during the Battle of Marmarica in 1941. This artillery piece defended against British armor in North Africa's Desert Campaign. Italian forces struggled with equipment quality against superior Allied tanks. German Gestapo agents arrested after Liège liberation are pictured in a cell at the Citadel of Liège, October 1944. These feared secret police terrorized occupied populations. Their capture brought justice for countless atrocities committed during occupation. School children recite the Pledge of Allegiance in the United States during the 1930s. This patriotic ritual became standard in American schools. The practice instilled national loyalty and civic values in students across the nation daily. Deadwood, South Dakota photographed circa 1876 during its Wild West heyday. This notorious frontier town attracted fortune seekers during the Black Hills Gold Rush. Deadwood's lawless reputation included famous figures like Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. 104th Infantry Division, Timberwolves, soldiers take a break near Stahlberg, Germany in November 1944. John Floria captured this Life magazine moment. Brief respites provided essential rest from combat's intensity during Germany's bitter defensive battles. 16-year-old Hitler youth Willy Hubner receives the Iron Cross Second Class after heavy fighting around Laba, Lower Silesia in March 1945. Nazi Germany desperately deployed children as soldiers during the war's final collapse and desperation. French soldier carries a baby as French population flees German advance during Operation Nordwind in Alsace, 1944. This compassionate act amid war's chaos saved innocent lives. Soldiers protected civilians during Germany's final desperate offensive in Alsace region. Nino Migliori's photograph from southern Italy in 1956 captures post-war Italian life. Migliori's artistic photography documented cultural traditions, poverty, and resilience in southern regions recovering from war. Italian troops and German airmen drink and play music together, amusing a crowd of civilians. This camaraderie between Axis allies demonstrated cooperation during World War II. Such friendly gatherings contrasted sharply with the brutal warfare occurring across multiple fronts simultaneously. German Jewish World War I veteran Richard Stern wears his Iron Cross while a Nazi soldier stands before his shop in April 1933. America's third highest combat award. A girl in roller skates looks at a British soldier in Northern Ireland, 1972. This innocent moment occurred during the Troubles' violent period. The photograph captures childhood curiosity amid political conflict. British troops patrolled streets attempting to maintain order during sectarian violence. Royal Marine Division men wearing fur hats and gloves, armed with Tommy guns and Brents, train in deep snow at Hoyk near Roxburgh, Scotland on March 9, 1942. Johnny Rivers performing at the Whiskey A Go Go in 1964. This legendary Sunset Strip venue launched numerous music careers. Rivers' energetic performances epitomized 60s rock and roll's vibrant nightclub culture. The Whiskey became an iconic Los Angeles music landmark. A French, British, and Polish soldier aboard a Royal Navy vessel during the Norwegian campaign in 1940. This Allied cooperation attempted stopping Nazi Germany's invasion of Norway. Despite combined efforts, Allied forces withdrew after Germany's successful occupation. Polish prisoners of war just returned from Soviet camps in early autumn 1941. These men endured brutal captivity under Stalin's regime. Soviet treatment of Polish prisoners was often harsh. Their release came after Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union unexpectedly. Ever wondered what old Hawaiian luau's were like? Here are dozens of images. The largest reportedly hosted 10,000 people in 1847. These traditional feasts celebrated Hawaiian culture through food, music, and dance, maintaining indigenous traditions despite colonial pressures throughout islands. Operation Wetback. Mexican immigrants aboard a U.S. Border Patrol truck in California for mass deportation to Mexico in El Centro, California, June 1954. This controversial program forcibly removed hundreds of thousands of people, separating families and causing humanitarian suffering. A 101st Airborne Division trooper attempts saving a buddy's life at Dong Ap Bia Mountain near South Vietnam's A Shau Valley on May 19, 1969. This intense battle, known as Hamburger Hill, resulted in heavy American casualties during controversial operations. Rudolph Valentino as Monsieur Beaucaire in Paramount Pictures circa 1924, also starring Bebe Daniels and Lois Wilson. The legendary silent film heartthrob captivated audiences worldwide. Valentino's exotic appeal and romantic roles made him cinema's first major male sex symbol. Reflection on Nazi censorship asks, can art ever be degenerate? The Nazis condemned modern art as degenerate, destroying countless masterpieces. This propaganda campaign suppressed artistic freedom, targeting Jewish and avant-garde artists. The question challenges totalitarian cultural control and artistic judgment. This is most likely a 1950s promotional or documentary photograph, probably from 1953 to 1955. The image captures mid-century American culture during the prosperous post-war era. Documentary photography proliferated as television and magazines expanded, documenting everyday life and social changes. Two ladies working at the telephone switchboard in Junction City, Kansas, 1900, captured on glass negative. These operators manually connected calls, serving as essential communication links. Women dominated this profession, providing vital services connecting communities before automated telephone systems emerged.
Mike Mincer and Arnold Schwarzenegger have their famous confrontation before the 1980 Olympia show. This heated rivalry divided the bodybuilding community. Mincer believed he deserved victory, but Schwarzenegger won controversially. The contentious competition remains debated among bodybuilding enthusiasts decades later. Antique glass plate negative of a steam-powered farm machine. These revolutionary engines transformed agriculture, replacing animal power. Steam technology increased productivity dramatically across American farms. The massive machines represented industrial progress mechanizing traditional farming methods, though they required significant fuel and maintenance. Kaiser Euende König Franz Joseph I on horseback. The Austro-Hungarian emperor maintained traditional military bearing throughout his long reign. Franz Joseph ruled from 1848 until 1916, witnessing his empire's eventual collapse. His conservative leadership struggled adapting to modernity's rapid changes. Fairport Convention in 1969. Richard Thompson, Sandy Denny seated, Simon Nicol, Martin Lomble and Ashley Hutchings. Photo by Gems/Redferns. This pioneering British folk rock band revolutionized traditional music. Their innovative sound influenced countless musicians, blending electric instruments with ancient ballads beautifully. A U.S. soldier in 1968 at Tzu Chi Base Camp during the Vietnam War with girlfriend photos attached to his helmet. This personal touch humanized soldiers amid war's brutality. Photographs connected troops to loved ones back home, providing emotional comfort. First Communion class at St. Augustine Catholic Church in Louisville, Kentucky, February 1944. Big images show detail when zoomed. These children participated in important religious milestones during wartime. Catholic traditions maintained community bonds and spiritual comfort amid World War II's uncertainties. Glass negative of a little boy learning to roller skate in 1921. This childhood milestone captured on fragile glass demonstrates early photography's preservation efforts. Roller skating became a popular recreational activity for children nationwide, teaching balance and providing outdoor exercise. Woody Guthrie photographed during the 1940s. The legendary folk singer chronicled American working-class struggles through music. Guthrie's protest songs influenced generations of musicians. His guitar declared, "This machine kills fascists," reflecting his political activism and dedication to social justice. On November 14, 1922, the BBC began its first daily radio broadcasts from London's 2LO station. The initial broadcast included a news bulletin and weather forecast. This historic moment launched Britain's public broadcasting service, revolutionizing mass communication and information distribution. A Marine with the 7th War Dog Platoon, 25th Marine Regiment, naps while Butch, his war dog, stands guard on Iwo Jima, February 1945. Military dogs served courageously detecting enemies and explosives. These canine heroes saved countless lives throughout Pacific campaigns. A barefoot farm boy works fields at Wabash Farms, Indiana, 1938. This Depression-era photograph exposes rural poverty and child labor. Young boys worked long hours helping families survive economically. Such images documented hardships requiring social reform and protective legislation for children nationwide. Sleepover party in a well-to-do home in Junction City, Kansas circa 1900s. You can see 4 maids at the back. Glass negative captures wealthy families' lifestyle. The servant's presence highlights stark class divisions. Upper-class children enjoyed privileges while working-class families struggled. More images showing Black Americans partying through history. Despite facing systemic racism and oppression, African Americans maintained vibrant social lives and cultural traditions. These joyful photographs document resilience, community celebration, and the human spirit's triumph over adversity throughout challenging eras. A German rabbi holds religious service for Jewish Russian prisoners of war. This compassionate act provided spiritual comfort to captured soldiers. Despite wartime divisions, religious leaders often transcended national boundaries, offering humanitarian support. Faith provided solace amid war's brutality and captivity's hardships. Gentleman in cycle car with his wife and children secured in front, circa 1910. These early vehicles offered affordable motorized transportation. Minimal safety features made riding dangerous by modern standards. The photograph documents early automotive culture and families embracing new transportation technology enthusiastically despite risks. Ukrainian nationalists parade through Stanislaw streets, now Ivano-Frankivsk, honoring German Governor General Hans Frank's visit in October 1941. Some Ukrainians initially welcomed Germans as liberators from Soviet oppression. This collaboration proved disastrous as Nazi brutality eventually targeted Ukrainians alongside Jews. Bette Davis photographed in 1934 during her Hollywood rise to stardom. The legendary actress dominated cinema for decades with powerful performances. Davis's talent, intensity, and distinctive appearance made her one of cinema's most iconic and respected actresses throughout Hollywood's golden age. Green Beret Captain Richard Flaherty, standing 4 feet 9 inches and weighing 97 pounds, stands beside 6 foot 6 inch Private First Class Nips in 1971. This remarkable height difference demonstrates military diversity. Flaherty's small stature didn't prevent his distinguished Special Forces service. Did you know King Ahmose and King Ramses II sarcophagi were discovered by a goat? I'm going to tell you the whole story. This intriguing archaeological discovery involved an animal accidentally leading researchers to hidden royal tombs. Ancient Egyptian treasures emerged unexpectedly through this fortunate incident. Ferry Albacore Mk.I photographed in 1943. This British torpedo bomber served throughout World War II's naval campaigns. The biplane attacked Axis shipping despite being outdated. RAF Coastal Command flew dangerous missions protecting convoys and attacking enemy vessels across Mediterranean and Atlantic waters. Bulgarian communist Georgy Dimitrov challenges Hermann Göring, with back to camera, during the Reichstag fire trial session on November 4, 1933. "You are probably afraid of my questions, Mr. Prime Minister?" This defiant confrontation embarrassed the Nazis and exposed the trial's nature. On this day in 1918, World War I ended after 4 years of trench warfare, leaving an estimated 40 million dead. See photos from The War to End All Wars. This historic armistice brought peace after unprecedented global conflict devastating Europe completely. The first web conference at CERN in May 1994 with the main auditorium packed. This groundbreaking event marked the Internet's public emergence. CERN, where the World Wide Web was invented, hosted this historic gathering demonstrating the web's revolutionary potential, transforming global communication. What Christmas looked like 100 years ago. These vintage photographs capture holiday traditions from the 1920s. Simpler decorations, different fashions, and family gatherings reflected the era's values. Christmas celebrations maintained traditions while evolving with changing society and emerging consumer culture. Kriegsmarine's U-181 docks at Swettenham Pier in Penang, Malaya on August 8, 1944. German U-boats operated from Japanese bases in Southeast Asia conducting long-range patrols. These submarines threatened Allied shipping across the Indian Ocean, demonstrating Axis cooperation despite geographic separation. A lone South African communist calls on police cavalrymen to shoot him during the communist white supremacist Rand revolt's early stages in 1922 South Africa. This defiant gesture captured revolutionary desperation and political turmoil. The violent uprising temporarily paralyzed Johannesburg's mining industry completely. A Soviet partisan armed to the teeth photographed in 1943. These resistance fighters operated behind German lines, disrupting Nazi supply chains and communications. Partisans endured brutal conditions fighting occupation throughout Eastern Europe. Their guerrilla warfare proved crucial to eventual Soviet victory. Graciela Iturbide's Novia Muerte, Dead Bride, from Chalma, Mexico in 1986. This haunting photograph explores Mexican cultural attitudes toward death. Iturbide's powerful imagery documents traditions and rituals blending indigenous beliefs with Catholicism. Her work became internationally acclaimed for artistic significance. Unemployed men wearing signs offering to work for $1 weekly demonstrate in Times Square on November 8, 1930. Their chest signs show professions. This desperate scene captures the Great Depression's devastating unemployment. Skilled workers faced humiliating poverty, seeking any available work desperately. Girl Scouts set Memorial Day flags on graves at Andersonville National Cemetery in Sumter County, Georgia circa 1970s. This Confederate prison camp witnessed horrific conditions, killing thousands of Union soldiers. Young Scouts honored fallen soldiers regardless of which side they fought during war. Inventor Thomas Edison and assistant George Meister pose in his electric Studebaker runabout in West Orange, New Jersey, 1909. Edison championed electric vehicles despite their limited range. His innovative spirit explored numerous technologies. Electric cars would re-emerge over a century later, transforming transportation. Peter Kemp serves as Spanish Legion volunteer during the Spanish Civil War in the late 1930s, later published in his memoir, Mine Were of Trouble. This British volunteer fought for Franco's nationalists. Foreign fighters joined both sides in Spain's devastating ideological conflict. Photos from Florida Normal and Industrial College bulletins in St. Augustine, Florida during the 1940s to 1950s. This historically black institution provided essential education during segregation. African American colleges maintained academic excellence despite limited resources. Students pursuing higher education overcoming systemic discrimination. On November 10, 1898, the white supremacist Wilmington coup and massacre occurred in the United States. Pictured, white townspeople posed before remains of a black-owned newspaper. This violent overthrow of democratically elected government killed dozens, destroying black political power in North Carolina.